Unless, again, you were really going to the emphasis.
Okay. There's a French rule that says anything that is bags, beauty, age, goodness, size. Beauty, age, goodness, size. So enormous is size. All of these adjectives come before the noun. Everything else comes after, like colors. But I'm not a native speaker, but I guess so if we were going for emphasis, a norm comes before. Here, gigantesque can come after. Okay. All right. Good question. But see, yeah, so that's called pop-up grammar. You don't want to spend any more than 30 seconds on it. Yeah? You just explain really quick. This is what, you don't even say that's a noun, that's an adjective. You can say, I guess in this case you have to. Any adjectives that are beauty, age, goodness, size come before the noun. Everything else comes after. Done. The third reading option is reading from the back of the room. So what I would do is our story is up here. I go to the back of the room and you guys, your eyes follow me. Okay, so you guys can't see our story, only I can. And I can circle questions or I can just say, do you want a hard question or an easy question? Easy. Comment s'appelle le hippocampe? Oh. Easy or hard? Hard. Raoul est violet foncé ou violet clair? Foncé. Raoul est violet foncé. Easy or hard? Hard. Les requins sont intelligents ou dangereux? Dangereux. Ah, dangereux et intelligent. Easy or hard? Raoul aime les requins ou il aime les tortues? You didn't know what that meant. No, I wasn't clear. Raoul aime les requins ou les tortues? Les requins. Okay, you may not know what tortue is, but you know it's not that option. You know, Raoul aime les requins. So that's reading from the back of the room. It's blind reading, also known as blind reading. They can't see, but you do let them know that the text is up there for reference. And it's okay if the students look. In fact, if you give them a quick quiz as your exit ticket, if I ask you a bunch of questions right now, same thing. Est-ce que Raoul est petit ou énorme? Énorme. You write that on there. You can leave that up there. Because if they are looking up there to write their answer, they're still reading. They're still reading. That's still input. That's fine. We want them to be successful. We're not trying to trick them. Raoul aime manger ou nager? Raoul aime nager. Write it down. It's okay. They're still reading. We're not trying to trick them. The last part, and this can go on for days. These are 3 strategies out of like 20. And I've made a link to Ben Slavic's 20 reading strategies. And my tip and advice to you guys is, tips and resources on the bottom. You don't have to do every extension activity. There's a lot. Pick and choose. And remember, I mentioned novelty this morning. Start with a few until they get bored of it. When they get bored of it, then change, because then you're introducing things and you're not getting burnt out. Get really good at that one strategy. Remember this conference, try one thing. So get really good at one strategy, really good at one reading activity, and then choose another one. Number 2, vary the extension activities. Use steps 6, 7, and 8 in the first table above. Novelty is key. we didn't go over step 6, 7, and 8, okay, but these are extension activities. I took you all the way up to step 5. Video retell of the story with student actors is you pull up a student for Raul, you pull up a student or students for the Sharks, and you create a story. You can make them talk, and you also have the camera set up in the back to record your students, and the teacher sits off the side and narrates. They narrate, they give director's cues, all in the target language, and they act it out. What's great about this is by the end of the school year, you have a collection of videos, and the last week of school, you can show them all, and they like to watch themselves. Art reveal of storyboard problem solutions. So if you look over here, and over here, my 2 stories, this I did with my students in May. So the first one is our one-word image. Gavin, the giant musubi, the giant rainbow musubi, who's really rich, and he was a rapper. His nickname was Capital G. Capital because he makes a lot of money. G for Gavin. He was a really good rapper. He only had one eyeball, it was red. He had a small mouth, it was blue. So the details are all there, right? We also said his rainbow stripes went horizontal. Or I'm sorry, vertical. So then we created the story, right? We created our story together about the shark. Here, our story was, well, he had a girlfriend, and the girlfriend was Hot Cheetos, and she stole his wallet along with all his money. So he became sad. He was happy, but he was sad. And then he was walking to the gym to bust out his frustrations, and he saw a billboard of Hot Cheetos. She was an actress, and they did a Kardashian rendition of her on the billboard. And so he got really angry. That made him angry that she was successful and he was not. So he threw himself into the billboard and made it fall down. He got his aggression out. That was healthier than the gym. And then that gave him inspiration to go to the studio and record a single about, well, he had a choice to either write a song about their breakup or write a song about revenge. And so he went with revenge. And he recorded that single, and there was one line in it that I won't repeat here, but it made the song famous, and therefore he got all his money back. So this part here, step 7, it's a whole nother cycle of doing this, except you're up here doing write and discuss the story, and then my artists in the back are drawing. They split it into 2 scenes. The top is the problem, the bottom is the solution. They obviously split the solution into 2 halves. The solution into 2 halves to even add more stories, more into it. More literacy work. So this link right here will take you to those 20 other options you can choose from. And then it says tip number 3, with popular characters or stories, you can recycle or continue extension activities as you see fit. If you guys have what they call a home run story, your kids love it, they don't want to stop talking about this character, you can keep doing extension activity after extension. You just could draw it for 2 weeks if you wanted to. But you can also put your beloved character on the shelf, and what tends to happen is you create another story and Raul comes back in. All of a sudden he pops into the story, and he already now has a backstory, and everything comes together in the new story. Maybe they become best friends. Raul becomes best friends with the other shark in your next story. I don't know. But do you see how low prep this is? Like, you let them create, and you're just writing what they tell you. You can come into class and you have a whole week of lesson plans just by following the sequence and going slow. We have 1 minute for the next session. Any questions?
Well, we have lunch, so
Oh, lunch.
yeah, we have a little time for questions.
Okay, awesome. Questions? Yes.
How do you incorporate culture into the content?
Culture, good point. So actually here, I forgot to write, is this the story or the tale of Raul, the seahorse? I forgot to say that. But also in the beginning, you can choose a place. So where is this beloved seahorse? Is he in the Martinique? Is he in Tahiti? or whatever language it is that you teach. You can bring in geography that way. And as soon as you say where it is, students don't know where that is. If you have a map, a world map, if you ask a student to go run and find it, cherche, go look for Tahiti. And look, there it is. And then they can know like other places for geography. I suppose too, you could kind of guide their conversation into something more cultural too. But you want them to be the ones to give the content. Good question. Any other questions?
Did you find your stories at the end of the year?
I did not. I only did 2. So I have Charlie the churro, who was a bodyguard for Beyonce. He was an enormous churro, rainbow churro with 2 eyes. He was a little stupid, happy, 2 feet but no arms. So he wasn't a very good bodyguard. That was his problem. He couldn't protect her because he had no arms. He was fantastic though. He flew to New York University to look for Dr. Strange, asked for Dr. Strange to help him. Dr. Strange said, you're stupid and crazy. I manipulate time. I'm not a magician. So he said, well, Mr. Charlie thought, well, I can go to California. Maybe Mr. Potato Head will give me some extra arms. So he went, Dr. Strange created a time portal, and that's how he ended up in California. There was another problem when he got to California. There was a dog, Buster, in the movie Toy Story. Buster was there. Buster wanted to eat Charlie because he's a churro. And so he ran to Andy's room, and Mr. Potato Head slammed the door in Buster's face, saved the day, saved Charlie. And this one went deep. So Charlie first asked Mr. Strange for 7 arms, 1 for each color of the rainbow to match his body. But Mr. Potato Head said, I can't give you 7 arms, but I can give you 2 arms, and you have to learn to love yourself. Yeah, they took that. So then he's happy because now he has 2 little white arms. I should publish them. Yeah, they're keepsakes, and you do these year round. And like I said, this is period 1, so next class that comes in, they're gonna wonder, okay, what are they doing? And you do this as a reward. If your students are misbehaving in class and they're not ready for a one-word image, you don't do it. And over time, you have what they call a gallery. You put your classes that are doing them up there, and the other classes, why aren't we doing that? Why aren't we making a character? It's like, well, you're not ready for it yet. When you guys are ready and you show me you're ready, we can create characters too. And that motivates them to behave, and then that's a win for you. Any other questions? Can we give a round of applause for